The History Channel has followed two brothers, Marty and Rick Lagena, as they attempt to uncover the truth of Cursed Oak Island. Oak Island is just off the coast of Nova Scotia and is a mysterious place steeped in secrets and myths that have ties to the Knights Templar, kings, and pirates. There are also rumors that over 200 years ago, a pirate by the name of Captain Kidd left a hidden treasure there. The need to unravel the secrets of this cursed island began when the Laginas were just boys, and now they and the rest of their crew have been on an 11-season journey to find the elusive treasure. However, as they search high and low for these treasures, one has to wonder how much treasure they are already in possession of, and how they have been able to afford this elaborate hunt for so long. American brothers and treasure hunters, Rick and Marty Lagena, started their Fellowship of the Dig in 2006, when they started their search for the Oak Island treasure. It is speculated that they took out loans and invited investors into their venture when they first got the funds to search Oak Island for its lost treasure. They were raised together in northern Michigan and learned about the hidden treasure when they were just little boys. They read about it in a 1965 issue of Reader's Digest and have clung to the dream ever since. Both brothers are very close, even with the completely different paths life took them on during their adult lives, having pursued completely different careers. Marty Lagena. Marty Lagena is the younger brother of Rick and a much more practical man. He is more skeptical about finding anything on the island, but he is also willing enough to dream and try anyway. He studied to become an engineer and founded his own energy company, Terra Energy, which he sold for $60 million. Marty Lagena has a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Michigan Technological University and a Juris Doctor from the University of Michigan. He has a law degree and is a member of the state bar. He has an enduring love of science and met one of his best friends and now co-star of the show, Craig Tester, in college. Marty is also the founder and CEO of Heritage Sustainable Energy, and his best friend Craig is the vice president of the company. According to Salary.com, the typical yearly salary of a CEO of a company that size is around $600,000. To add an extra revenue stream, he is also the founder of Maury Vineyard, based in Michigan, where he also has a website from which anyone can order extremely affordable wine. Alongside his wine club, the events held there, and the wine tasting tours, he sells apparel, drinks, and accessories. His other investments are unknown, aside from the ones made public, like funding other treasure hunters. An unconfirmed report claims that the brothers get paid around $100,000 an episode, and perhaps even more in reruns, as they are executive producers on the show. This means that with 25 episodes in a season, they are making $2.5 million per season. With this alone, we can calculate that with 166 episodes of the show, they would have made over $16 million since they started filming the show in 2014. To add to this revenue stream, they are also available for speaking events, where their fee is a minimum of $5,000 for a speaking engagement. They also have multiple books out with excellent reviews, as well as merchandise like hats, shirts, and keychains on the History Channel website. To add to this, the island has a tour company, Salty Dog Sea Tours, which is booked all the way through the end of April of this year, a very successful tour around the waters of Oak Island. An additional revenue stream for the crew of Oak Island. This means Marty could possibly have a net worth close to $90 to $100 million. Craig Tester. The next prominent person on the show is longtime friend and business partner Craig Tester, who built Terra Energy with Marty Lagena. He is an expert when it comes to earth scans and drilling. Craig has been an incredible help when it comes to searching for clues around the island, able to recognize the significance behind every dig operation. It is likely he made money from the sale of the energy company, Terra Energy, that he helped build alongside Marty Lagena. In the show Beyond Oak Island, we find out that Marty, Craig, and Rick invest in other treasure hunters' explorations with the hope that they find something of great worth and are able to make a profit on the investment. The sale of found artifacts and treasure can be life-changing, as they are able to get huge sums of money in the hundreds of millions, depending on what they find. Not many treasures or returns on investments have been made public knowledge, but they do allude to investing large amounts of money. Craig is also the vice president and manager of a turbine company, Heritage Sustainable Energy. The salary of a founder and vice president of a company this size would be, on average, $250,000 a year. In addition to this, Craig is also the manager of the Rock Management Group, and he has a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Michigan Technological University. His net worth is likely closer to Marty Lagena's of around $80 to $90 million, as he was his partner in many business ventures like Terra Energy, Vineyards, and even Oak Island tours. He has also appeared in 100 episodes of The Curse of Oak Island, as well as one episode of Beyond Oak Island. The men have been known to invest their own money into scouring the island for treasures and clues, but it is unknown how much of their millions have gone into this. Alex Lagena. Another member of the crew is Alex Lagena, son of Marty Lagena and nephew of Rick Lagena. He has a degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Michigan. He is involved in his father's businesses, like the winery and energy company. There is also mention of his investments in real estate in Michigan. Alex Lagena is a very popular figure in the show because of his skill and intelligence when coming up with new strategies to find new treasures. He has been in 95 episodes of Curse of Oak Island, 10 episodes of The Curse of Civil War Gold, and 1 episode of Beyond Oak Island. If we calculated that each episode paid him $100,000, he would have earned nearly $11 million. It is likely that he has also earned money from investments like those of his father, and other sites speculate that his net worth is as high as $50 million. Jack Begley. Following the theme of being friends and family, the next cast member of the Oak Island crew is Jack Begley, the stepson of Craig Tester. He is based in Michigan, as most of the Oak Island crew seems to be, and he never hesitates to do the dirty work on the show. Jack and Craig are often working together on any digs on the island. When he isn't working with his stepdad, he can be found with friend and fellow crew member Gary Drayton, a metal detectorist around the island. Jack Begley is a producer on the show and has been in 100 episodes of The Curse of Oak Island. Calculating this would give Jack a net worth of $10 million, without including his revenue as a producer from the syndication of the show. Of course, as he is only a supporting character, he is unlikely to make the same amount as the Lagena brothers, so his net worth could be as much as half of that estimate. However, the show is not his only stream of revenue, as Jack owns his own company, Remote Energy Solutions, as well as being a drone pilot. A drone pilot is estimated to make over $100,000 a year. In addition to his co-ownership of a company that is estimated to make 7 figures a year, his total net worth is estimated to be around $3 to $10 million as of 2024. Gary Drayton. Gary Drayton is originally from England and taught himself the art of metal detecting. He has often helped the Fellowship of the Dig unearth many of Oak Island's incredible treasures. Gary offers invaluable insight to the show and is featured in Beyond Oak Island as well, given his connection to the greater world of treasure hunters. He has many of his own catchphrases on the show and is behind finding coins, semi-precious gems, and most significantly, a lead cross with ties to the Knights Templar. He has appeared in 150 episodes of the show, meaning he could be worth $15 million from show appearances alone. However, given his position as a side character, it is unlikely to be that high. However, he has written 2 books and found treasures himself, including rare coins, a ring made of emeralds and Inca gold, and even a Roman perfume bottle. Many sites estimate his net worth to be around $1 to $3 million. Charles Barkhouse, another crew member who has been in as many as 93 episodes and is a fan favorite, is the Oak Island historian, Charles Barkhouse. He has lived and investigated the island for over 50 years, and he gives guided tours around the island as well as the Oak Island Museum. According to Alex Lagena, he knows a lot about Oak Island and is one of the foremost historians of its legacy. Charles first started working as an advisor to the Lagena brothers and is a production assistant for the show. A production manager can make anywhere between $66,000 and $115,000 a year, according to Salary.com. To add to his revenue, he is a published author. Aside from being known as a historian, the most interesting fact about him is that he is a Freemason and actually a Knight Templar.
Near the start of the tale, they rapidly uncover several coins from the 1700s with King George II's image, as well as a lead ingot used to make musket balls. Drayton had the idea that all of these artifacts might be the remains of a military encampment after discovering what looks to be a metal tag from the bottom of a revolver with a name etched on it, which some online academics think may have been Samuel Ball's own name. Drayton's discovery of another object leads to the development of this theory. These campers from the 18th century either left their own treasure behind or were searching for hidden wealth. The only thing concerning Oak Island in the 1700s about which there is complete certainty is that there was a great deal of activity going on there. In the 4th episode of Season 7's The Lucky 13, Gary Drayton and Charles Barkhouse revisit Lot 21 to see if they can uncover any new information. In reality, they are successful in finding a pair. The first thing they find is an 1800s British halfpenny coin. The next thing they find is a brooch with a detailed design of a rope and a leaf on it. Marty Lagena will take some time to count the number of branches on the leaf after he has finished polishing the brooch. There are a total of 13 of them, This is a reference to the crew finding the Appeal to Heaven flag in the Lost and Founding episode from the previous season of Lost and Founding. The flag was flown from George Washington's own ships. The picture showed a pine tree with 13 different branches. A carving of a tree with 13 branches has been carved into a rock on Oak Island's northern side. Additionally, the number 13 is believed to have some form of significance, and the Knights Templar, an organization that is already closely associated with many of the artifacts found on Oak Island, are said to be connected in some way. Gary Drayton and his metal detecting team once more find evidence of activity on the island in the 17th century in Dead Man's Chest, the second episode of the 5th season of The Curse of Oak Island. This time, the activity may have been from the military, potentially from pirates, or even from both. The crew finds a 17th century musket ball that was used in weapons before discovering what they think is a maravedi, which is similar to the object found in The Find, the Season 1 finale. The difference is that this currency has been divided up into smaller, easier-to-handle pieces. Coins like the maravedi were often cut in the 17th century to create change. This practice gave origin to the phrase "pieces of 8, which was later made well known by the classic pirate novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Another puzzle piece that supports the idea that pirates visited the Oak Island coasts. Is it feasible that additional research on piracy has to be done? The Lagena brothers and Gary Drayton continue their search for hidden money in The Curse of Oak Island, Season 5, Episode 3, Obstruction, by looking into the Dunfield spoils. Robert Dunfield dug a hole that was 100 feet wide and 140 feet deep in 1965 in an attempt to find the rumored treasure that was supposed to be hidden on Oak Island. Ultimately, the large hole was filled in on its own, and the search for the treasures proved to be futile. The soil that was taken out during excavation, however, was not put to another use and ended up being called the Dunfield spoils. With the use of a metal detector, the Oak Island crew swiftly located a pair of English coins bearing the likeness of King Charles II on one side and the dates 1673 and 1694 on the other. These two coins' discovery on Oak Island in the 1700s suggests that either English military soldiers or pirates frequented the area. For more recent stuff, don't forget to subscribe and enable post notifications. In an effort to unravel hints about Oak Island's past and refute myths, they visit various parts of the island and speak with locals. The team also discovers gold close to the money pit, indicating that there might be further treasures there that have yet to be discovered. Even though they've encountered some difficulties, the crew continues to move and conduct their inquiry. Season 9 disproved Fred Nolan's claims of an ancient Portuguese presence while supporting Zena Halpern's Templar map. This discovery has restored their trust in their mission. Additionally, the group learns the top 10 Portuguese connections. The Lagena brothers are looking into the disappearance of the riches from Oak Island. The Portuguese Order of Christ, the Knights Baronet, and Prince Henry Sinclair are all seen to be potential contenders for hiding the treasure from Oak Island. The team encountered numerous rumors and plots along the road, which frequently cast a shadow over the wealth itself. Nevertheless, it appears that this season might be the one in which they ultimately succeed. Even though the current season is coming to a close, The Curse of Oak Island. Drilling Down is scheduled to air the next week. In Traverse City, Michigan, Maddie intends to meet with Rick, Marty, Craig, Alex, and Jack, according to the summary. They will review the amazing results of Season 10 and get a sneak preview of what is ahead in 2011. The origins of this mysterious energy are still a topic of discussion among NASA experts. Click the next video to find out more about this enigmatic power.
One more would have to face the same fate while hunting for the treasure. It's important to note that Alex is alive and doing well. These alarming rumors serve as a reminder of how quickly false information can spread online and how essential it is to check the facts before believing what we read. Despite the dark tales circulated by the web, Alex has continued to achieve his goals without falling prey to these fictional narratives. This situation underscores the importance of careful online behavior and sharing only verified facts to avoid spreading misinformation and confusion. The Curse of Oak Island is a popular show that explores the mysteries of the island's past. The Lagena family, led by Alex, has been a key figure in the show, despite rumors of his supposed death. Their determination and dedication to their quest have been evident in their discoveries on the island. One day, they discovered signs of a tunnel in Smith's Cove uplands, which led them to share the news with their brother Rick and archaeologist Laird Niven. They had stumbled upon a well-made cave that seemed intentionally designed, and Alex had been carefully analyzing the area to confirm its existence. They noted small details, such as a minor misalignment in the cave's structure, suggesting it was built on purpose. This discovery ramped up the team's excitement and reinforced their belief that they were close to uncovering something big. Marty Lagena, driven to show the potential significance of their findings, took the lead in the exploration, focusing on the skilled craftsmanship involved. Together, they worked together to dig deeper into the questions under Smith's Cove uplands, committed to solving the riddle of Oak Island. They found a large timber and another significant round timber close by, with the main beam being particularly notable for its well-crafted structure. A cross-shaped part at the back resembled the timbers from the U-shaped structure they discovered at Smith's Cove last year, which was particularly exciting because scientific analysis suggested that this construction dated back to 1769, more than 20 years before the money pit was first discovered. The wood and the way it was put together seemed real and true to the time, which got the team pumped to dig more. Smith's Cove has been full of surprises, showing up with various unexpected structures and bringing to light a bunch of things we didn't know about before. As they dig deeper, they keep finding signs that suggest there might be a flood tunnel on Oak Island, something that historical records seem to hint at too. Just when they thought they were getting close, a find at Smith's Cove pushed the Laginas into their biggest dig yet. The excitement of the massive project adds to the excitement of the team's determination to crack new challenges and bring the hidden history to light. Rick Lagena and his nephew Alex are planning an exciting diving operation on Oak Island, collaborating with Tony Sampson and Dr. Lee Spence, an underwater archaeologist with over 50 years of experience. Dr. Spence has found over 100 ships and relics worth over $50 million, some dating back to the 1500s. The archaeological team, led by Laird Niven, began looking into the circular depression on Lot 5, which they believe is part of an old man-made structure from before the 1760s lot division. They found a piece of red earthenware, known as redware, with an unusual purple and black glaze, which caught Niven's attention. He suggested that people might have lived in the area even before the discovery of the money pit. Another team, led by geologist Terry Matheson, conducted the year's first sonic drilling operation near the garden shaft. They drilled 6-inch holes and checked out material from depths between 80 and 120 feet to better understand the natural terrain and potentially pinpoint the original money pit. Their focus was on a borehole named B.5N13, which initially gave them some promising results. Historian Charles Barkhouse and Alex Lagena thought this might be a sign that B.5N13 was close to the original money pit, possibly near a cavern that caved in back in the 1800s. Surveyor Stephen Guptill noted that B.5N13 was just under 5 feet from where they had found precious metals before. The team is eager to explore more about Alex Lagena's accident and whether there is something hidden on Oak Island that is being kept from us.